Hey guys, welcome back to Filmpub. I'm your host, Alex,
And I'm Miguel.
and yeah, let's get started with the week. Yeah. Before we start on, last week we said we had a new person joining us. He will not be joining us this week, sadly. We've been trying to get him for a while. Hopefully next week. But yeah, just wanted to give out that little quickie. But on with the show. And our first topic today is that Batman will resume shooting next week. Apparently, Robert Pattinson has been getting well. He's been getting the treatment, and the standard is 14 weeks. You get quarantine, nothing happens, and we're good to go. You just test it. How do you feel that we're about to? How do you feel, about the Batman about to shoot, man?
I'm a little worried, to be honest, because I don't want like another crew member getting getting sick, and
Mm-hmm.
then they have to delay it again. I think they should probably wait a little bit longer before they go back to shooting, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe come up with like some new protocols.
Yeah. I'm a little worried too. I think what they should do for now, in the meantime, is shoot all the scenes that Batman Bruce Wayne isn't in, and shoot everything else around him. You know, like I don't know, Penguin's lair scene, Firefly, I like all that stuff. They should film that first for a while. Give Robert Pattinson his time, and once you're done with that, then like reshoot all the Batman stuff. Not reshoot, but like just film all the Batman stuff from there, just to be extra cautious. Um, I don't know. I trust in what's going on right now. Because studios like they're not putting all this money just to like go back to quarantine. I think they're really taking it seriously. Not that they weren't, but they're going to be extra cautious this time. But one of my question is, how did Robert Pattinson get it? You know, that's my big question. Because he went out, with some people, and then whatever, you gotta fix that shit, man. But if he just like happened to get it in like the crew area, then that scares me. Because that means someone else in there right now has it, and we don't even know. So I'm really hoping, if they do go back, they're extra cautious to the extreme. They know what they're doing. They're not letting anything slide by. And honestly, like I don't mind waiting for a great movie. I don't, especially with Matt Reeves, because War for the Planet of the Apes was originally going to come out 2016. He pushed it back a year because he needed to work on some stuff, and he did, and it came out really well. I mean, he had to wait 3 more years, but I don't mind waiting. But that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, this whole situation isn't like something to like play with, so you want to be like extra cautious.
Yeah, man, definitely, definitely. But speaking of people that are being very cautious about right now, this week the Oscars uh had some interesting things to say, some new rules. Did you hear about them?
I did, and I read through them, but like I didn't have them memorized, but I did hear about them.
Yeah. Well, how are you feeling, man? I don't know from your perspective.
Mm, I, I'm fine with them as long as it doesn't, as long as like good movies are still, nominated and stuff. Because I don't want it to like primarily just focus on films that are like diverse and stuff. I want to make sure of both, so that it's like balanced.
Yeah, I think the reason people are mostly freaking out is because they didn't read what the fuck the Oscars were saying. They're like, oh my god, they want movies only about minorities and all that. They don't want like real cinema, and they started bitching and all that. And it's like y'all didn't even read like the rules. It says you have, if you're gonna qualify for best picture, you need to like do two of the four like ideas we want you guys to do. Either put like make your cast diverse, either make your story plate like the writer's room, like or like the main creative story place room diverse. Those two are the people are the most talking about, right? Because they only go to like, they go like very narrow minded and think, oh, this story is only gonna be about this and that. And they didn't read what the fuck the other two were. And the other one was like, hey, if you're not gonna put, people of color, Latinos, Asians, gays, lesbian, the minorities, and like the leading front of the movie, if they're gonna be writing, the important shit of the movie, you can always hire them for like script supervising, production manager, grips. Like they didn't even read through that shit. And honestly, like that's a little annoying because it's like, man, like y'all really showing off like the worst. Because I'm pretty sure all these people who are complaining, I'm pretty sure it's not that they don't hate, minorities and all. I'm sure it's just that they don't want it to be like one street, like one narrow street. So I feel like they read it, they'd be a bit more understanding about it. Don't get me wrong, there are some races out there, they're saying some shit and it's just not right. But I feel like the majority of people who are, let's be honest, too lazy to read, they're not reading within that shit. They're not reading, oh, okay, maybe hire 30% of the casting, 30% of the crew of like production, be more diverse when it comes to pre-production and post-production. And they're not reading that. And they're also not saying like, and they also didn't read the part where it's like in advertising, it can't just be, in, white, rich commercials and companies and all that. It has to be like commercialized to other people, like let's say Dune, instead of just putting ads for it on YouTube and like, I don't know, ESPN and I don't know, what's the widest channel you can think of?
The widest channel?
The widest channel, or like the widest, richest channel.
Mm, not sure, honestly, off the top of my head. Probably
I don't know
AMC.
wherever the Kardashians was going on. Like you can't just put advertising there, Like you got to put it like advertisements in like local areas of minorities, like down south downtown. Put commercials in Univision and all that, Like they gotta advertise for other people to want to go see it too, And I think the last two is what's really gonna be mostly done. If I'm being honest, don't get me wrong. I think we've already gotten like movies where minorities are already in the lead, like Moonlight, Knives Out, even though it's one Latina, but still. Parasite recently, Black Clan, like I just think we were always doing the first category. And I don't know why people are like freaking out, like, oh my god, no more white people, get everybody. Like, no, it's not like that. It's just like it was slowly growing there, Now it's just elevated to go there, I don't know. That's just me. Like,
Yeah,
what are your perspectives on this? On like the categories and like, and what two categories would you most want the industry to go towards?
Definitely the more like diverse casting, and also diverse writers would also be nice, because sometimes you have like writers writing for like minorities and they like assume how they talk based on stereotypes and shit like that, which I know you have a problem with that kind of stuff too.
I'm tired of like seeing gangsters say "Efe, hey," and with like the tattoos, where I've met like gangsters who don't even have tattoos, they just talk normal, and so it's like, oh, I mean, I guess that's how you think of them, but some of them are just like human beings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, yeah, a more diverse writers' room would also be, really good, because it allows studios to stray away from stereotypes of other races and to focus more on like the realisticness, if that's even a word.
Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, the Oscars just leave it how it is. I hope this backlash, which they shouldn't be getting in the first place, is like they just ignore the backlash. Like, fuck it. This is like, we got to move on. We have to expand. There's more. We have a bigger audience we want to focus on, which I think is good, And I think one of the reasons why the Oscars fail a lot in like ratings and shit when it's on every year is that not that many minorities watch it, and not because not a lot of minorities are a fan of film. There's a lot of minorities. I mean, we know a good bunch that love film, but I think more it's like towards the public areas, to like the normal theater goer, I think that's what they need to start reaching out to. And once they do, the Oscars, they'll start getting, more views, more ratings. They don't need to focus on how to get the public's eye by doing something stupid. Like, I don't know if you remember the best popular film category. Do you remember that?
I think I do.
Ugh, that shit would have pissed me off. I have a theory of why they did it, but I'm not gonna get into that today. But yeah, man, the Oscars, they're changing it for good. And you know what? I'm happy. I really am. You want to introduce to our next topic, my boy?
Yeah. So recently, in light of everything going on with John Boyega and Ray Fisher and stuff, we there was a bunch of silence surrounding the Ray Fisher situation. The other actors weren't like saying anything until now because Jason Momoa has voiced his support for Ray Fisher, which I think it's a good thing. But what do you think?
I'm glad. I mean, I think everybody always knew Mamoa was always on Fisher's side because they have a great bond. But it is interesting how no one else has spoken out. And some people are saying, well, maybe he's just being a diva. Maybe he's over exaggerating. And then the other part, and then my most realistic case is like, or it was just mistreated to him. Like maybe he was the one being shit talked most of the time by like Joss Whedon. Maybe he was the one that was like, having dirty shit being thrown to because, he's an African American, he's in the film industry. Some people haven't updated yet. Sadly, Joss Whedon might be one of those. Not even might. I mean, at this point, it's probably like confirmed. I do find it interesting that no one else has spoken out. And people were saying because they didn't have bad experience. My theory is that they do want to speak out, but these are like the Warner Brothers is like tops of the tops, and Ray Fisher right now has nothing to lose. So yeah, that's just me. But I do think they do want to speak out in some sort. I feel like anyone that's with the Snyder Cut, who retweeted released Snyder Cut is with Ray Fisher, because then they're like, yeah, we didn't like that director, the one who did the reshoots, and then it's like, well, why didn't you like him? And they're like, I'm not gonna say it, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm yeah, that's my little theory. They want to speak out, but they can't really say it.
Yeah, and I know some people think that they're not speaking out because of contracts, possibly. Some of them do have like multiple films coming out soon. But it seems like Jason Momoa kind of just shut down that theory because he does have Aquaman 2.
It's probably me in Flashpoint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has Aquaman 2. He's probably going to be in Flashpoint, and then maybe an Aquaman 3 if the second one does good. So I don't really think it's contracts holding them back, but there's definitely something going on behind the scenes that they kind of don't want to get involved with.
Yeah, I do wonder what happened when Joss Whedon took over. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard Joss Whedon, I was like, oh, so did Snyder pick him or did fucking DC pick him? Because Snyder and Joss are two very distinct directors that are maybe polar opposites to each other. And I was very interested. I was like, okay, yeah, he's just gonna reshoot what he couldn't get. And then I saw the movie and I was like, a good chunk of this bullshit feels like Joss Whedon, And
Yeah,
I don't know. And I would, and you perfectly said about the contract part, because Ben Affleck is coming back. He hasn't said anything, So I mean, who knows? I mean, and if we're being honest, the biggest talk, the big secret bully, if you will, is not even fucking Joss. It's fucking what's his face? Fucking
Jeff Johns.
Yeah, Jeff Johns. Apparently, he's the motherfucker. It's some insider shit. It's still stories in here, but here are the things. Here are things he's apparently responsible for. That shitty third act for Wonder Woman. Literally majority of Suicide Squad. And like apparently the idea of getting Joss Whedon. I don't know if that's fucking true. I don't even know if they're all fucking true. The only one I kind of buy is the Wonder Woman third act.
Yeah, that one I could see. I don't know about the rest though.
Because like the moment we see fucking the werewolf professor from fucking Harry Potter stepping, he's like, "Hello, Diana." I was like, "What? Oh, is he the big bad?" And I bought it until he started getting the armor over him. I was like, "Okay, we just had a very amazing 2/3 of a war movie where Wonder Woman is kicking ass. Why are we getting like hella comic booky here?" And it's a comic book movie. It has to, no, it doesn't. It's a fucking movie. I love comics. I'm a big fucking fan of Wonder Woman comics. I love her 52 run, but even I'm like, yeah, some of that shit could work, some of that shit doesn't. But when he's like, I will destroy you, Diane, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, where the fuck did he come from? Where was this? Oh, we need to stop the plane from blowing up. What happened to, like, why are we in this shit? You know?
Yeah, that third act was
That third act was just too comic booky. Not necessarily like Batman and Robin, but like it just felt like elements of how wacky it got, you know? So I was like, yeah, that's the one thing I could see like Jeff Johns touching his hands on a lot. And dude, like there's just even story about how much of a rude ass fucker he is like in the film industry, and it's just like ish. I don't know, man. I mean, sooner or later we're gonna know. Sooner or later we're gonna know the details, and it's gonna get fucking ugly. But you know, I stand with Ray Fisher. I believe his stories, because let's be real, it's not a big shocker that a minority is being, you know, disrespected / suppressed in the film industry. But yeah, that's my take.
Yeah, I agree with basically everything you just said.
Yeah.
But I feel bad that he had to go through that. Honestly,
I know, and like he's a brand new actor, bro. I heard he had a small part in True Detective season 3, so I'm very interested in.
I think he had like a scene in there. I think.
Yeah, so I'm interested in seeing that. I honestly, I hope we get him. You know, I want to see him more things. I know they say this is a career killer move for him. I'm like, I don't think so. You know, because like if other companies want him, like they know like he wants accountability and like, you know what I'm saying. So,
yeah,
you know, only time will tell. Only time will tell. But what time won't tell is when we're getting that fucking Mandalorian trailer, because new photos from the Mandalorian season 2 dropped out this week. What do you think, buddy?
I saw them, and there was one picture that stood out to me because it looked odd. I don't know if you know which one. It looks like they're in an elevator, right? You have the man. You have the man. When I looked at that image, the Mando looked like out of place, you know. And I was talking to my friends about that. I was like, he almost looks like photoshopped in there. Like he placed him over like another character. But that's just me. I think that picture looked a bit off, but you know, the rest of the pictures look really good. The Baby Yoda, you know, doesn't look much different. But what do you think about it?
They're okay. I mean, I'm glad we're like seeing them, but like
it's not a trailer, you know. But
yeah, you know. There are some interesting photos. Like we see Moff Gideon inside what looks to be a Star Destroyer. And I think that elevator, I think that's them in that same Star Destroyer. I think that's them going to his level. I just don't understand why we're getting like. We are
like a few weeks, aren't we? When's it dropping? The 30th of October?
Yeah, 30th. We were less than 2 months away. No marketing at all. Not a tease, not a behind the scenes, nothing. And this is less than 2 months. We're getting photos. Less than 2 months. If it was 3 months ago, all right, they're photos, hype, drop the trailer. That's how it works. Less than 2 months, bro. Dune. Okay, Dune dropped their photos 3 months in advance. 3. Mandalorian's dropping like fucking 2. Like 2 months before. And we don't know when the trailer's coming out. Now it's like fucking Russian roulette. It's like, oh, it's coming tomorrow, today, the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, there was rumors that it was supposed to come out yesterday, and then there's rumors that it's supposedly Monday. But
there's rumors today.
At this point, I'm just gonna wait.
It's like I'll see the trailer when it drops. Yeah, I'm not even trying to catch.
I'm gonna stop listening to the rumors at this point. Just fucking wait for it to drop. If it drops, you know.
I wouldn't even be surprised if like they don't drop the trailer in like 2 weeks before it comes out, because they're dropping photos 2 months before it comes out. Might as well suppress
they probably drop it
everything else. Like, oh, a month? Nah, fam. Let's do it 2 weeks before. Hell, I'd be surprised if the trailer drops out 2 minutes before it actually comes on Disney Plus. I'm
The
surprised
day
if, like,
of.
trailer comes out at 11:58 October 29th p.m. So then you could see the show after. Not even Netflix is fucking lazy. Netflix is only like dropping shit randomly when it's a terrible movie. Mando is
Yeah,
like
they
one of
just
the
put it
best
up.
fucking shows we've seen, and those plots just sounds amazing. The leaked plots. So it's like, what the fuck is going on, man? I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's
Lucasfilm.
crazy. I mean, we even have a Batman teaser, and the movie doesn't come out for
We
like
got
another year.
pictures, bro. Oh
we
my god.
we got pictures and a teaser for the Batman,
We
and the
got
movie doesn't
leaked
come out till
set
next year.
photos, bro.
It's so
We only
crazy.
have leaked set photos
It
from
is so
Mando
crazy.
season 2. Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Literally, the best we've gotten so far are these stills, and then other than that, we have like the leaked plots that have been going around and stuff. But no fucking teaser. There's literally
No,
nothing,
nothing.
bro.
Nothing. So it's
Like
like, what's going on?
I'm waiting on the morning when I wake up and I see the notification on my phone saying Mandalorian season 2 teaser trailer or something
Bro,
like that.
I can't wait for
I
the
am
morning
waiting
where I
for that
wake up
day.
and it's like Mandalorian season two dropped. Like, no trailer. It's just on Disney Plus now. Fuck all you. Fuck advertisement here. Like, have what you want. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Yeah, because I you know it's funny. The other day on Instagram, I saw like this post. It was like a quote from John Favreau. He was talking about how he was talking to Donald Glover, and Donald Glover was telling him that surprise drops usually get more attention than hyped up drops.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. I'm like, that's a little suspicious considering what's going on right now.
I was surprised, like, in the trailer, it's like, available now. Go. Go.
It just drops like an hour after the season drops. They drop the trailer.
Yeah, man. In that same gallery of pictures, John Favreau was like talking about the show. I don't know if you read what he was saying.
I don't think I did.
So he was basically saying how, like, this is gonna be a more interconnected story, like Game of Thrones kind of level. Excuse me, Game of Thrones kind of levels at times. But he also said like some interesting things. He basically alluded that these episodes would be longer, and he also alluded that like there would be some episodes where the Mandalorian is not even in it. Yeah.
That's interesting. That is very interesting.
I don't mind if it was called. See, I don't mind Mandalorian not being in episodes if it wasn't called The Mandalorian. If it was just called, I don't know.
Galaxy.
No, like I don't know. Like, what was the baby's like code name? A5, A1 or some shit like that.
Oh, fuck, I don't even remember that.
Anyway,
That was
if
like
the
6 or
title
7
of the
months
Star
ago.
Wars show was just like, I don't know, the baby's code name, right? If it was just that, and it wasn't called The Mandalorian, it wasn't just focused on The Mandalorian, I'd be all right. But it's the fucking Mandalorian, man. We're only getting 8 episodes, and they're not even an hour long. So, like, do I really want to, like, get a filler episode that's, like, 30 minutes, seeing about some other character type? Not really, man. I'm open for it, but I don't really want to see it,
I'd definitely be interested depending what character it is, because we do have the rumored characters like Ahsoka, Boba, so it really depends for me, to be honest.
I get
Because
you.
I wouldn't, if it was like a character like Ahsoka and it's like her, following behind like the Mandalorian's trail because maybe, I don't know, she senses the baby or something, then it wouldn't be much of a filler episode, I guess. It's just interesting where they're going to go with this season, but I trust they'll handle it because, it's Disney. I don't think they would, fuck something up this bad.
Yeah, and when John Favreau talks about these episodes be longer, I hope you mean more than just 2 minutes, bro. I hope you mean more than just 2 minutes.
It's an extra minute of credits.
Better be like 50 minutes at most. I want every episode to be 50 fucking minutes, man. I can't stand these just 40 minutes. We're past network television, dude. We're past that shit. That's gone, bro. If we need to upgrade to people don't mind binging though. But also, people don't mind one episode that's like 68 minutes long. I just saw episode 4 of season 2 of The Boy. That shit was 68 minutes long. And I didn't fucking mind it. As a matter of fact, I love this week's episode. We're not even talking about the way. We're talking about like this. These episodes gotta be Netflix long, bro. If Disney wants to compete, you gotta go full on, man. Because even Stranger Things episodes are way fucking longer than that. At least 8 minutes longer. The first episode was 40 minutes. Bro, Stranger Things, like, shortest episode was 48 minutes.
That's like the longest Mandalorian episode right there. That's crazy.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
That needs to be shit up.
Yeah, especially when they're releasing like weekly episodes. A longer episode would definitely keep like people like more satisfied, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind sitting through like over an hour with like a Mandalorian episode.
Oh, I would love that. I would love like every Mandalorian is like a mini movie.
It's like a feature film each episode.
I wouldn't mind that, man. I know they're doing something like that with the Kenobi. That's the big rumor, that each episode is like an hour long. So I'm fucking hyped.
Especially because that has like 4 episodes, so it'd be like a 4 hour.
4 hours.
Yeah.
The Snyder cut.
Yeah. The Kenobi cut or some shit.
The Deborah Chow cut. Nah, man. I just hope they know what they're doing. I really do.
I hope they handle this properly, because I'd hate to see this season be like terrible compared to the first one.
Yeah,
especially because there's like so much hype building up on this.
All right, we got to move on to our next topic. And our next topic is that the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is having a reunion. Weird part is, even though they're doing a reunion, there is a reboot coming, and it's not on HBO Max. It's gonna go straight to Peacock, which is weird.
Yeah,
but,
isn't the reboot supposed to be like more serious or something like that?
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know, but the reboot should just stay on HBO Max. But this reunion is gonna be fucking big. Like 90s kids who grew up on that shit, they're gonna tune into. They're probably gonna buy the HBO Max just for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, go.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm glad that we're starting to see more like reunion episodes of older shows. It's kind of like a catch-up episode almost.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for these kinds of reunion episodes, because I know Parks and Recreations had their own.
Parks and Rec was good, dude.
Yeah, it was really good.
I can't, dude. The day they do the Office reunion, that's gonna blow.
I was gonna say too. Hopefully, without like more reunions coming, we get The Office soon or something like that. Or even, I think we did get a Community reunion too, in the form of like a table reading.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a new episode, but it was still all right though. It was all right, but I like that we're seeing a lot more of these reunions.
Yeah, man. I'm very excited because, like, Will Smith is still like a big superstar, which is kind of amazing because Hollywood stars usually blow up by like 5 years, but the fact he's been in here for literally 30 years, it's amazing.
It's incredible.
And not only like that makes him like a fucking like a star, bro. He's like up there with like Arnold Schwarzenegger and like Sylvester Stallone. And another icon of life. This is where I lead in. Okay.
I was like, where you go with this?
All right. No. Because another icon of life in our lifetime ago is Borat.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Oh, man. So,
because Borat is getting a fucking sequel for something.
Yeah.
I don't know how to talk about this. This is just weird. What do you think, Miguel?
Oh man, this news literally hit me as a shocker, bro. In like a good way though. I was like, that's weird. And like the plot is like, he's like, it's weird. The synopsis.
He's like hiding because he thinks he's so famous.
Yeah, he thinks he's gotten famous because of the first one, so he like hides undercover. I forgot they mentioned as what, but
I love Sacha Baron Cohen. He's so fucking offensive and funny. I love him so much.
No punches.
All of his movies are just stupid fucking movies. But goddamn, I'd lie if I say The Dictator isn't in my top 5 comedies of all time.
I think it's in, yeah.
And Ali G the movie. Oh my god, yeah, that movie's ahead of its fucking time. It. I've seen like tidbits of Borat, and I'm not that big of a fan of it. I think you need to see the whole movie, but the fact he's coming back, I mean, now is the best time to make fun of America, if I gotta say. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because Democrats are gonna fucking hate this movie without a doubt, and Republicans are gonna hate this movie without a doubt.
Controversial as hell.
It's going to be very controversial.
I'm all in for it though.
Me too. Whatever that man does, he's gonna do something stupid. I'm so excited to see what he does.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just excited to see what like the controversy is with this movie, because I know people are gonna be offended.
You gotta wait and see, man. We gotta wait and see. And something that we can finally wait to stop seeing is The Walking Dead.
It's about damn time.
Can we just say, fucking finally? Oh my god. Dude, this show how is it still on air? This shit.
It's way overdue.
This shit lost relevance by like season 8. They should have just killed it at season 9. The fact they got 11 fucking seasons.
It's insane.
That's like Almost Sunny in Philadelphia kind of level. Man, and then this show should have ended when fucking what's the main fucker's name? Andy, right?
I think so. No, wait, Andrew Lincoln's character?
What the fuck is his name?
Rick.
There we go. When Rick left, the show should just ended. This show's so long. I'm finally glad it's over. I know it's got its like longtime fan base, but it's like, man, y'all, this is what happens when you have your pie and you want to eat it too much. Like, it what happens when it's just like long overdrawn. And I'm just happy. I hope the spin-offs die. I actually really liked the first season of Fear the Walking Dead. That shit was actually really good. And then you're doing that teen thing. It's like, no, and they want to do fucking what's his name? The main Walking Dead. I forgot his name already.
Rick.
Yeah, they want to do Rick movies. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It's weird. I'm definitely happy that they're finally ending it, because I stopped watching around like season 8-ish when they killed off Carl. That was like where I like dropped off. But like before that, I had been like a huge fan of the series. I had like posters and shit. It was like I was like a huge Walking Dead fan, and then I stopped watching, and then I just kept hearing like the news about the newer seasons. I'm like, oh man, they should just end it already.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over. It's finally over, and then we're gonna get another TV show that gets overhyped and get 11 more seasons.
No, I'm interested in the spin-offs. I probably won't check them out, but I'm interested to see where those go. I'm just glad The Walking Dead's finally over, especially after they've written off like a majority of their main cast.
Once they got like too expensive, like yo, we need to get the people the fuck out of here. But yeah, moving on to our next topic. The Dune trailer finally is out, and it's also probably gonna get pushed. But what do we think about the trailer?
Oh. There was a lot of beautiful shots in this trailer. I have to say, the cinematography is, oh my god, and at first I wasn't really excited for Dune because I don't know much about it, but seeing this trailer, it actually grabbed my attention. I actually kind of was seeing now, and it's unfortunate that it got pushed back, but
it's not pushed back yet, but we'll get to that. Well,
it's rumored,
it's probably will. Yeah, man, that trailer. Oh, chills, man. I haven't even read Dune yet. I probably won't read it. If it gets pushed back, I'll probably read it. But man, that trailer, the Pink Floyd cover was okay. It was alright, but it did fit in the tone. The visuals, Oscar Isaac was in it. Zendaya, like, god damn.
Huge cast.
The visuals look so good. And the sandworms, oh my lord. Ugh. I can't wait to watch this. I don't mind waiting 2 years. I can't wait to watch this movie. Denis Villeneuve is like my favorite director. He is an intimate Christopher Nolan, and I can't wait to see what he does. It's gonna be amazing. Now,
Oh, you.
got the hiccups. Now, the question is, will it make money? That's the question.
Mm-hmm. I think it probably will. To be honest, it'll make like a good amount, maybe enough for a sequel, like just enough.
I think it's gonna break even, and I also believe that this will be his first blockbuster. You know, Blade Runner 2049 was supposed to be his first blockbuster, but then the marketing wasn't that good. It flopped. But I think this one could be it, because it has a big star, a lot of action sequences for a Dennis film, I gotta say. The visuals,
a lot of explosions and shit in the trailer.
Yeah, and like it brings in, a lot of comic book cast members in there. You know, they could bring it in. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. Is my most anticipated movie of the year. But if it gets pushed back next year, which it most likely will, it will automatically be it will still automatically be my number one. I know next year it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, next year's a packed year.
Eternals, bro. Eternals was my most anticipated of 2021. But that should about be number 2 if Dune moves over there. Because Dune is like supposed to be our generation Lord of the Rings. Our generation's like Star Wars. I know we would say, oh yeah, but Marvel, yes. But I mean like sci-fi. Like the thing that people will want to copy for the years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that. But because, and if in case you guys, well, why is Dune being pushed back? It's because Wonder Woman 1984 got pushed back to December. A week after Dune is supposed to come out, so everyone's saying Dune will move. But the fact that Wonder Woman 84 got pushed back, Miguel, what does that say to you, my friend?
It definitely shows that Warner Bros. Is still like indecisive with the release dates, you know, because I'm pretty sure they want to try and release this when we get out of quarantine and shit like that. But at the same time, you know, delaying a movie a lot of times, we saw what happened with New Mutants. And as if my excitement for Wonder Woman 84 wasn't already like average to low, it's getting delayed. Like further away, so my excitement is kind of just dropping slowly with each like delay.
Yeah, I honestly think I think it's a smart move because of the numbers that Tenet's doing right now, and word on the street, people who go see it is just 5 people. Usually about 5 to 6 people just scattered around in a theater, so that ain't good. It makes sense with the numbers. I'm not surprised. Hopefully, by December, we're a bit in the very cautious, but we're able to like handle how we're going about it. But I'd lie to you if I'd say I can't see this movie being pushed like 2021, because I can definitely see this movie being pushed to 2021, and it's gonna be interesting because New York is starting to open shit up. And New York had it the worst in LA for a long while. And they got their shit together, man. Like, from what I read, like, not that many cases are going up. There are still cases, but it's not like, it's still a lot, but it's less than what it usually was. Definitely, man. I really do think New York handled their shit well. The question is, since they got their shit together, once they open theaters,
that's tough.
I know it's the story.
Yeah. All right, whatever. Let's go. All right.
But since New York got their shit together, their theaters are probably gonna open sooner than LA. But LA's kind of getting their shit together right now. I don't want to jinx it, but we're kind of getting our shit together at the moment. It's not significantly as much in New York, but we're slowly getting there. And you know, once we get there, theaters are gonna reopen. and some theaters around LA, not in, but like around outside of open. We'll get to them later. But it's just looking like things could go back, not to normal, but to like a much more controlled environment where we can start trusting to go out.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely hope so, because man, am I starting to miss movie theaters.
And people put on that sad music shit now in their house, bro. I legit type in theater commercials playing ASMR. And I like close my eyes. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to see Tenet. Like,
oh man.
Theaters, man.
It's crazy, yeah.
But let's get off the movie theater topic for a while, and let's talk about television for a bit. Atlanta seasons 3 and 4 have been delayed because of coronavirus. Take it away, Miguel.
And I'm pretty sure the both of them were supposed to drop like around early 2021. Obviously that's not gonna happen anymore, and it's very unfortunate because Atlanta's a really great show. Like, I don't know if you've seen it. I've seen
the first 2 episodes. I stopped by like third, not because I didn't like. I just had other shit to do.
Yeah, I watched like a couple episodes like from both seasons. So I was pretty excited to be able to like watch like the whole show. You know, like seasons 1 through 4 once those 2 seasons came out, and I'll definitely still watch 1 and 2 whenever I can. But I know there's a lot of people who were excited for 3 and 4, and it's very unfortunate they're gonna have to wait. You know, like movie fans and stuff. But what do you think about all this?
Honestly, and I feel like this is tragic because I think if they don't shoot by like next year, we're never gonna see seasons 3 and 4. I just think, and it's not because I don't think like the world's gonna get shittier. I think it's just more of like Donald Glover. He is a busy motherfucker, man. I think if they don't shoot this thing anytime soon, if it gets delayed to next year, but they don't shoot it by next year, even when things are like calmed and we're back to normal, yeah, we're not seeing season 3 and 4 at all. I think season 1 and 2 is it. I think Donald Glover will be like doing his own shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts directing some shit too by like late next year. So I hope they shoot seasons 3 and 4. But also, if they don't, I'm okay with it, even though I haven't seen the show, because I think Donald Glover will be doing other bigger things. Not that Atlanta isn't as big, because that show is a cultural phenomenon, obviously. But I just think, if he never gets to it, it's to be one of the things I just never got to finish. But I do think we're gonna see other things from him, like he might. I'm throwing a predict. I think he might direct the movie sometime soon, and I've just followed a track, and I think that could legit happen. And I think that Lando show we're supposed to be getting, like he's got to shoot that sometime. Like I don't know. That's just me though.
It's like he's attracted to multitasking and shit.
Oh,
he's always got like
a stand-up comedian and an actor in like the early 2010s. Probably to be a director, a writer, and an actor by like 2021. And he's a dad. Like, homeboy loves multitasking.
Yeah, it's like he just loves having multiple things happening at once. But yeah, keeping up with content being like pushed back and stuff and new content. Netflix said that they're gonna start putting out more original content next year than they did this year. What do you think about that?
How? How is the word I want to know? Because y'all just shut down production on so much shit. Stranger Things got shut down right when y'all gonna film. So I don't know what the fuck y'all have in mind. The only thing I could see is like more animated shit. I don't know how about anything else. I generally don't know what else. Because Netflix is weird. Because they're making money, but we don't know how. We legit just don't know how. Because they gotta be making some kind of other money and like than just like the subscription and invest. Like they're doing it something else. But I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Also, the reason I feel like even if they do put out more shit for next year than they did this year, it once again just proves they're ahead of the game. They are ahead of the game. They really are, man. I mean, I think Bright 2 is supposed to be coming out next year too, so which is weird because that movie's late. That was really late. But I mean, but we're also getting like our David Fincher films of Mank. We just gotta think of anything, so we just gotta wait and see, bro. Just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, I hope this means that they're gonna be adding more stuff than they do canceling, because we know Netflix loves canceling the good shows.
I just saw that Sex Education got green, like they started shooting season 3. I'm like, and that will probably be like your last season. Like, that's probably the end of it, buddy. You ain't getting no season 4.
It's unfortunate too, because that show's actually all right. You know, I wasn't a fan of it at first, and then the second season came out, and I was like, okay.
My brother loves that shit, man. He eats that shit up.
Oh, so, I'm not like a huge fan, but like it's all right, you know.
I'm like, yeah, you better love that show as much as you can, because that shit ain't gonna be there no more.
Yeah. I mean, if there's nothing else to like watch, you know, that's like a last resort kind of show.
You know, it'd be such a fucking game changer though, if Netflix cancels a show and another streaming service picks it up.
I think we're definitely going to see that happen sometime soon.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Sex Education gets canceled and HBO Max is like, come here, buddy.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll make money off of you. And like HBO got that money, man. Like they've been making seasons that are like 8 seasons long with 22 episodes, so they ain't gonna full on out.
Yeah, they have cash to spend, bro.
They got old privilege money. They got that old privilege money. Netflix has that millennial money, and Disney Plus got that Gen Z money. Like, but yeah, well, we just gotta wait and see. And taking a break from seeing things, we did not take a break from watching trailers because this week.
Yeah, we got a few trailers this week, huh?
Besides
the Dune trailer, we got
a trailer for a movie called Freaky, directed by Christopher Landon, director of Happy Death Day to You. What do you think, Miguel? What do you think about this slasher film?
It looks like a fun movie, you know. It doesn't look like it takes itself too seriously, but it looks like, you know, it's sort of serious enough to like be able to like sit through it and like not be bored the whole time. So
I really like that director, Christopher Landon. I love Happy Death Day 1. Happy Death Day to You is one of the most cheesiest movies that has so much heart, and it has like dialogue I've never heard in a way that it's been done before. So I was very impressed by Happy Death Day 2. If you haven't seen Happy Death Day 1 and 2, go see it because they're great movies. I mean, they're cheesy as fuck.
I've seen the first one, but I haven't seen the second one.
They're both amazing. They're both cheesy slasher films that I feel like the world misses. But even in them, they have heart, and I love that. So when I watch this trailer and it's from that guy, I can already tell the cheesiness he's like input here and there. And oh my God, Vince Vaughn like doing his little ass dance. Oh, sign me the fuck up. Yo, yeah. I am excited for this shit. It looks cheesy. It looks fun as fuck. I don't know why it's released in November. They just released in early October.
I think they did that just because they wanted the Friday the 13th release date.
Maybe. I mean, they love that shit. So, but I can't wait to see it. I really love Christopher Landon as a director. He's not a big name. He's not a Nolan, but he's just one of those. He's just one of those guys that likes making movies, and he's gonna fuck if he's popular or not. He's like, I'm gonna just give the audience what they need / enjoy. So, looking forward to it. Next up on our trailer list, I'm gonna let you take this one. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'm gonna make you talk about this trailer because
I bet. All right. So, Hubie Halloween was an Adam Sandler film that recently had its trailer released. And I think this film looks like it's going to be another one of my Adam Sandler guilty pleasure films because it looks like it has that goofy comedy that a lot of people tend to not like, but I find like weirdly funny in like a almost like an ironic way, kind of. But um, there's also kind of, I believe it's some kind of murder sub or plotline going on here, which seems interesting. But I know they're definitely going to just use it for like jokes and maybe parody like Friday the 13th and Halloween films, especially Halloween films, because it takes place on the same day. But we have Kevin James back as well, which obviously he has to be in at least. Well, he has to be in almost every Adam Sandler film, of course. But I think it looks interesting. And Alex, he kind of told me some of his thoughts. He said, oh, actually, he's here now. Speaking of him,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what are your thoughts? Because I know you told me a little bit about it.
Man, only Adam Sandler can go from like giving you anxiety to giving you cancer. Like this movie just looks fucking terrible. How do you go from like such a performance from Uncut Gems to like a Dewey the Officer impression from Scream? His accent is fucking terrible, man. Oh my god, he's like, wait, where'd you go over here, man? I'm like, what? This looks terrible. Although I don't blame him, because right before the Oscars, he's like, if I get snubbed, I'm gonna make the most worst movie of all time. This trailer shows he ain't playing, man. Academy, you gotta start. You really want him to be more in your industry? Like, nominate this fucker. In my opinion, he got snubbed. He should have gotten Best Actor over Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio just played himself. Adam Sandler played a fucking gambler who happened to be Adam Sandler, man. Like, that's not. You don't just go from Happy Gilmore to having like issues like that man. When he acts, he fucking acts. I love his dramatic roles.
It's crazy how he like shut off his potential. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's just a
know.
goofy comedy actor,"
Imagine
and then
if he
Uncut
the
Gems.
comedy route. Oh my god. Oh,
He could make so many bangers, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my
he could
god.
literally be like a legend in acting. Like, because right now he's like, I'd say he's top comedy. I'd say he's like comedy actors. Top. He's up there.
I hope after this when he goes back doing dramatic shit, because he was so fucking good at Uncut Gems, man. He was so good, and I can't believe it, but I don't know. If I watch it, it's probably because I have like, if I do watch the movie, it'll be because I have like a social distance get together, and it'll be in the background, but we won't even be paying attention to it. So like, Adam Sandler.
Like I said, this is probably gonna end up being another one of my Adam Sandler guilty pleasures that I'll. It's not a good movie, but I like it for some reason.
Hey man, it's all good. I'm not saying you have taste trash. I'm just saying a lot of these comedies just don't work for me. But there's a good bunch that do. Like Mr. Deeds, I unapologetically fucking love Mr. Deeds. That shit's always funny. And speaking about what's funny, the absurdity.
Oh, what a perfect transition. That was perfect.
Fast and the Furious.
This is so stupid.
9 is going to fucking space.
Oh my lord.
Wow. We went from streetcars to streetcars with drug dealing to streetcars in Tokyo
to James Bond.
Streetcars with drug dealers but a murder mystery to streetcars robbing a bank to streetcars outrunning a fucking tank and hopping onto a plane, from streetcars jumping to fucking buildings to buildings to outrunning submarines and pushing missiles. We going to fucking space.
Yeah, this is like The Walking Dead, bro. It has to end.
It's gotta end. Fast 10. Stop, bro. Do spin-offs. I can't stand. I want to try to if Fast and Furious 10 pulls an Interstellar where it's time travel and the secret formula is love, and the bad guy's like, what do you have, Ben? He's like,
family.
I have family.
Oh my lord. Okay, look. The only way I'll be able to forgive them for this is if they cross over with the Alien movies.
Oh my god.
That'd be even more ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
Jason Statham is like, it's a fucking alien, mate. Like,
The Rock versus a Predator?
The Rock. I want to see The Rock punch a xenomorph's mouth. Like, pow!
Oh, at this point, the Fast and Furious movies are getting as ridiculous as the Adam Sandler
Man,
comedies.
when I saw that trailer where they're swinging fucking vine to vines with car, I lost it. I absolutely lost it. I was like, we going full on absurdity. These cars gonna fly. These cars gonna have AI. I'm ready for that shit, bro. Fast and Furious, they break logic, man.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's kind of bittersweet because I love the first three movies. I will literally die on a hill defending those three movies. But everything after that, it's kind of like I'll watch it if it's on TV and there's nothing else to watch. But other than that,
The Fast and Furious movies are weird. They're weird. I I I would be surprised if like Elon Musk makes a cameo. He's like, I specifically made this car just for you, Dom. Like, man. I mean, if we're going to space through like Fast 9, bro, we're gonna have time travel by Fast 10. Straight up.
they're gonna be racing on fucking Mars.
We're gonna go back to history. We're gonna see Dom meet with a younger Dom. We're gonna this series has to end by 10. It really does.
If it gets past 10, bro, I'm genuinely going to be shocked. It would literally prove that Universal knows exactly how to milk a franchise.
Well, I don't know. Back to the Future is the only thing they haven't like milked out. So
True.
But with like Minions, yeah.
Yeah, we got Minions, we got Fast and Furious. What else have they milked? Jurassic Park, unfortunately.
Man, Jurassic Park. I don't even like that second one a lot. That shit was stupid.
Which one?
That first one was fire. That first Jurassic World was fucking fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, Jurassic World. Okay, I thought
Jurassic World was fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought I was hearing the Lost World slander. I was about to say.
No,
I was about to say.
I love Lost World.
Yes.
That shit's fire. When the dinosaurs fly with the fucking Maya entered San Diego, I thought like,
sir. Ooh.
Cinema right there at its peak. That one's alright. I don't hate it, but that one's not as on par, but it's alright. It's more like nostalgia for me.
Can't wait to talk about Jurassic Park 3 or Jurassic World 3 when that trailer drops.
And I feel like the world's gonna be like Jurassic World 3 before I even get to Jurassic World 3. I'm expecting like the fucking T-Rex is like pop out. Like
I'm waiting for that dinosaur DLC to drop. On God. Oh man.
Universal. What are you gonna do with you, man? What are you going to do with you? Speaking of exciting, outlandish things, the Nicolas Cage-led Joe Exotic series found its home, and it will be on Amazon Prime. What do we think?
I think it's very interesting, especially because I believe there's also another Joe Exotic series that's supposed to be on, like, I think NBC, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's gonna be like two shows basically telling the exact same story with, I don't know, maybe the same actor, since it's Nicolas Cage, but this one's definitely interesting. I don't know like the right words to find for it, but I probably wouldn't check it out to be honest.
Yeah, I never got on board this Tiger King hype.
Yeah, I never understood it.
I just don't care for it. Like, even when it was popping out, I was like, maybe we'll check it out. It's 10 episodes an hour long. I was like, I'm not about to watch a fucking documentary on this shit. Like,
I didn't even bother watching it. Everybody told me to, but I never did.
I just don't know. I'm not a big fan of this Joe Exotic shit. I mean, the memes about Carol Baskins are fucking fire, but like, I just don't fuck with the show in general. I'll watch it because it's Nicolas Cage. I mean, that man has range, so I'm excited. But aside from that, I could give less of a shit about Joe Exotic and this Tiger King shit. I really don't care. I'm not a fan of it. If it wasn't Nicolas Cage, we would have brushed his story. But because it is, it's worth talking.
Yeah, because we did talk about Nicolas Cage like a few weeks back too. He's right back in our hands again with this news.
Yeah, but we just gotta wait and see. We need to see how they're gonna get for the cast and how they're doing this. So it's gonna be interesting. You want to lead on to our next topic? Yeah.
So about a week ago, I believe we spoke about the new Scream reboot / sequel, and we recently got some new updates on it regarding casting. Dylan Minnette from 13 Reasons Why, and
You may
Mason
know him
Gooding.
as Clay, the main
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. And then I believe he also came on a few episodes of Agents of Shield too.
Yeah, that's where I know him too.
Yeah, that's where I first saw him. And then Mason Gooding, which I
He
actually
came out
haven't
in
heard of him.
Yeah, he was in Booksmart. He was one of the crushes for the girls in the movie. And I liked him as an actor. He has a nice charisma to it. So
Yeah,
so I'm excited to hear that. But
yeah.
the biggest news:
The biggest one.
Neve Campbell coming back, baby. She back.
Yes, sir.
She back. Yo, this bitch can't get enough of Ghostface. She thinks she done with it in Scream 1. Nah, comes back Scream 2. See if she done now. Her brother comes back and haunts her ass. Scream 4, nah, some rip-off ass. What's gonna happen Scream 5? Some random ass. Like, damn, this girl can't get a break.
Oh God, bro, it's so crazy that they brought her back too. Like that was like one of the last things.
Hyped, man. I'm still hyped. I love Scream. I love that first one. I can't stand the second one. I have a soft spot for the third one because I understand it's gonna be goofy and hard, even though it didn't work so much. I didn't mind the fourth one. Man, this fifth one, I'm getting more hyped, man. I really liked Ready or Not. I thought that shit was bangers. I can't wait to see this movie. It's more diverse, so best picture quality, but but I just love the Scream movies, and I'm very interested to see what they do with this one because they got Dewey back, they got fucking they got the girl from Friends back, so it's exciting to see. I can't wait what they do with this story.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited to watch this shit when it drops.
It just sucks it's coming out in January.
Yeah, that release date is a little worrying, but I have hopes for this movie. It seems like it's gonna be pretty promising.
Me too. And like, I don't know. I just have a very good feeling about this Scream movie. Like, it's one of the last few franchises Wes Craven did, and Wes Craven is a master of horror. Like he really invented the slasher, in my opinion. He really genre that shit up to a whole new level. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see Ghostface relevant again. Cause like when we were kids, we used to always saw Ghostface everywhere, and recently he hasn't been the hit of every Halloween costume.
His mask had a cameo on the Hubie Halloween trailer.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, all right, I might give it a shot, but yeah, man, I'm hyped for Scream. I wonder if they're just gonna call it Scream and pull out Halloween, or they're gonna call it Scream 5. Or just Scream subtitle, because this was supposed to be its own thing at first, and then throughout time, we just start hearing there more plot details. Like, oh no, this is more like a Force Awakens than it is like a full on reboot. So we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, you want to lead into the next topic because you kind of added this like right before we began.
Let me drink. You added.
All right, well, I'll skip over your topic because I think you're more passionate about this. But a small topic is Disney Plus is experimenting with a watch party feature called Group Watch. What do you think?
I'm interested. I mean, I rarely use Netflix Party. I rarely use any of the watch party shit. But it'll be interesting because, it's Disney movies. I think it's fun being able to watch like an Endgame with your homies, or like rip the shit out of Mulan with your homies. Like, I'm more into. If I want to know more than the Disney Plus information we're getting, because I'm more interested in like what else are they planning to add? Because our first episode, man, we talked about that rated R shit. Nothing's come out since. But this watch party will be interesting too, because I think this is Disney wondering if it's just like the millennials and not adults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think once they see like there's a lot more adults that use this feature too, I think that's gonna factor into the little rated R thing. Like, okay, yeah, we're on the go. But if it's not, I still think they're gonna put it on. Watch party again. I don't use them. I rarely use them. I honestly I don't know. I have yet to like call up a homie and be like, hey, let's do something. Let's watch. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait and see how this turns out. Because if it's a fucking success, that means everyone can have it. For right now, it's just Canada and some other places, but
Yeah.
US is having this shit. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, like you said, I don't use the Netflix watch party feature because what am I supposed to watch with my friends? Kissing booth? Come on now. but seriously though, I'm excited for the Disney Plus one because I can finally have like a group watch party of all the Star Wars films with my homies and shit, all the
Oh,
Marvel
you
movies.
right.
Yeah.
You right.
So that's why I'm excited for the most for this feature, because me and my friends, we've kind of been doing our own way of watch parties. We've been watching movies on like Discord and shit, and so to have this feature finally coming, soon, I hope. I'm definitely excited for it. It's gonna be really fun to have watch parties.
You know what's dope? You know what we should do?
What's
we should
up?
have a Mandalorian watch party recap, like right before season 2.
Ooh, that'd be fun as fuck. Shit, I'm down for that.
That'd be interesting. But we're gonna wait how that turns out. But yeah, Disney Plus, cool for the chat, cool for the party. We're gonna wait and see. Our final topic, unless we start bubbling off, is about the theaters and drive-ins. So this isn't really a story. This is just something I noticed. So, in case you haven't noticed, Tenet is now officially playing drive-ins around LA. Mission Tiki, Van Buren, Paramount Drive-In. You can go see them now. They're over there. But what I didn't know is that some theaters are already open outside of LA, like in Anaheim.
Shit, I'm about to go to Anaheim real quick.
Nah, like look it up. Like a lot of theaters are open. Lots of indie ones, but a lot of big ones too. It's interesting because that means we're literally almost ready to open up in LA. We're almost.
I'm hoping because, man.
My big complaint is one, we should give it at least, let's see, we're on the 11th. Give it to the 30th. I want people to be safe. I want us to clear it all down. I want the theaters to open by October in LA. Once we know it's nice and like secure. Not really nice, but like once like it's handled down. And the other interesting is like there's not that much movies coming out, y'all. There's not that much.
Because a lot of them got pushed back already.
Yeah, and it's not, and I don't blame them because their stories is only 5 people on a Tenet movie screening. It only made 20 million this past weekend, so honestly, bro, they're only getting like a few movies this year. We're getting Antebellum. We're getting Greenland, the disaster thing movie. We're getting Connected. We're getting Black Widow, although we don't know if it's Black Widow. We're getting Candyman. We're getting Freaky.
Yeah,
and we're also getting I'm missing one, bro. I know I'm missing one. Anyway, point is there's like less than like 8 movies coming out this year. So my question is, well, what the fuck are the theaters playing? And so far it's mostly indie movies and like movies that are out that are big, like New Mutants, Unhinged, Tenet. So what I'm going to talk about is like I think theaters should start showing classic movies for Halloween. Put on Scream, Child's Play, Pinhead.
Yes,
do
sir.
your classic
Yes,
shit. That's how you make money in the meantime. You show popular shit. November, put on all the classics. December, put on all the Christmas classics.
Yes. Home
Not
Alone.
even theaters, drive-ins too, man. I think drive-ins has the potential to make the most bank this year. And even post-pandemic. I think once this pandemic is done and over, there's gonna be a lot more drive-ins being built back in LA. Like I firmly believe that. Cause bro, a lot of drive-ins, there's a fucking line now. There's lines, bro.
I haven't been to a drive-in in a while.
Dude, you gotta go one right now. Cause once you gotta get there early. Cause you don't get there early, there's fucking lines. And sometimes the movie you want to see is already sold out.
Damn, hell nah.
But yeah, I think that shit has the most potential, Like what movies would you like to see, drive-in, theater, just name it.
yeah, like you said, classics. You know, I'd love to go back and watch Back to the Future in like a drive-in theater or something, or Terminator 2 or some shit like that. You know, just like the old movies from like the 80s and the 90s and shit. You know, the
Yeah.
old bangers.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I think I really do think like drive-ins could become like something new. They could play into the factor. And with theaters, I'm like, okay, I was gonna say this, but this weekend I am planning to go see Tenet. I am planning to. I don't know how. I might do that drive 50 minutes from here to go see it in the theater, or I might just wait till the weekend to go see it. I don't know, but I am going to try to see it. And next week I'm going to be making a bunch of videos too. It's a lot of videos. I got to talk about that Dune. I got to talk about that Oscars. I got to talk about that Tenet review. There's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna try to do them. I don't promise anything, but I'm gonna try to make it a lot.
Better stay
But
safe. You're gonna go watch it.
yeah, I'm gonna try to go watch it. But if I can, I can. But the fact that some theaters are opening outside of LA, that's like 50 minutes away, that gives me hope. The fact that drive-ins already playing it, that gives me hope. But yeah, I really just we just got to be safe. Wear your mask, bring some hand sanitizer, and I think we can get this under control, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
I'm hoping we get out of this whole situation soon, man. Because for one, I'm tired of staying at home. I'm tired of online school already, bro. I've had literally online school like the whole year.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Because of but
even like college is not the best. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll do this on my own time, but it's better when you connect with people,
Yeah, but for now, I guess me and my friends will just have to stick with Discord group watch parties or some shit.
Hey man, it's better than not doing nothing.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, that concludes our episode this week of
Been a fun episode.
This might be the shortest. I know I always say that. It turns out to be the same. But we started at like what, 3:10, 3:11? I don't know. It's like 4:50, so over about an hour.
Hopefully next week we get a Mandalorian trailer. We get some new shit. We get some big news coming. Hopefully
next week we get our new member.
Yeah, hopefully our new member comes in too, because we've had a lot of scheduling conflicts. But
yeah, man, it's always back and forth, and I think you guys are gonna dig this crew member. He's a pretty dope motherfucker.
He's really chill. He is chill as fuck, bro.
All right, that'll do it for us. My name's Alex.
I'm Miguel.
Stay safe out there. We're all saying like Blade Runner 2049. Wear a mask. Stay safe. Be hydrated. Till next time. To infinity and beyond. Take care.